Wednesday's morning work. So the first one, you notice it's 4 minus 7/10. I've noticed a lot of you were subtracting the first two on Monday and Tuesday, but these were addition problems. Today, now we have a subtraction problem. So we have 4 minus 7/10. There's no whole number in 7/10, just a fraction. So I'm going to put 0 and 7/10. There's no fraction with 4, so I'm just going to put 0 over 10 over there. Now, just like any other subtraction problem, we have 0 minus 7. We can't do that because 0 is smaller, so we have to go and borrow. Our 4 is crossed out, and it changes into a 3. Then we cross out our 0, and it becomes 10 over 10. Now go ahead and do 10 minus 7 and put that answer over 10. And then go ahead and do 3 minus 0 and put that answer right there. Your next one, write this number using an exponent. So you're going to bring down your 10, and then you're going to count how many zeros are there. The total amount of zeros is going to go up there, and that's going to be your exponent. The next one, we're evaluating, meaning we're comparing 0.25 and 2/8. We see that one is a decimal and one is a fraction. So we want to make them so that they are the same, so it's easier to compare. I'm going to change them into fractions. So 2/8 stays the same. 0.25, we think of quarters. There are 4 quarters in a dollar. So 25 over 100, 25 would be 1/4. So that is the same as 1/4. So we are comparing 1/4 and 2/8. We notice that the top number and the bottom number are both even numbers. That means you can divide each of them by 2. So now we're comparing 2 divided by 2 equals 1. 8 divided by 2 equals 4. So now we have 1/4 and 1/4. Your job is to put either the greater sign, less than sign, or equal sign in between those two. The next one, find the volume of the rectangular prism if the measurements are 5, 7, and 9. We know in order to find the volume of something, we have to multiply the 3 sides together. So what you're going to do is multiply those 3 numbers together. I'm going to do 5 times 7. 5 times 7 equals 35. And now you're going to do 35 times 9, and that will be your answer. And the last one, the word problem. 4 grade levels need equal time for indoor recess, and the gym is available for 3 hours. How many minutes will each grade level receive? So if you notice, this problem is extremely similar to Tuesday's. However, on Tuesday, they asked you for how many hours, and we said it was 3/4 of an hour. So we need to change 3/4 of an hour to minutes, because our question is asking how many minutes. So there are 60 minutes in 1 hour. So you need to figure out 3/4 times 60 over 1. Go ahead and multiply across, and then you're going to have to divide.